Hello, my dear students. Today, as you see, we're going to talk about poems. Okay? Before to start learning the elements of a poem, we have to ask ourselves, what is a poem? Well, according to Cambridge Dictionary, a poem is a piece of writing in which the words are arranged in separated lines, often ending in rhyme, and are chosen for their sound and the images and ideas they suggest. I know that everyone at least once in your life have read a poem or have dedicated a poem, right? Well, a poem is a piece of writing that uses imaginative words to share ideas, emotions, or a story with the reader. We know that poems does not mean literally what they are saying in words, right? We have to interpret the idea that the person who wrote the poem is trying to say. And talking about that, this kind of person that people, sorry, that wrote poems are called poets. The most famous poets in history are William Shakespeare, Christina Rossetti, William Wordsworth, and Emily Dickinson. Okay, well, let's talk about the elements or the parts of a poem. Okay, we have here the number one that is called lines. Okay, well, lines is a group of words that goes from the left to the right. Okay, let's pay attention to the next example. Here we have hope is the thing with feathers, which refers with the line number one. Line number two, that percades in the soul. Three, and signs the tune without the words. And four, and never stops at all. Okay, so that is the meaning of lines. Second element we have stanza. It is also known as verse, okay, and it is formed by a group of lines separated by a space. Let's pay attention to the next example. Here, as you see, we have here the stanza number one. Hope is the thing with feathers that percades in the soul, and signs the tune without the words, and never stops at all. Then we have an space here, and we have another group of lines, which refers to the stanza or verse number two. Okay, so this is stanza. Next example, let's talk about element. Let's talk about rhyme. Okay, we know that poems are famous because of their rhymes. Okay, and what is rhyme? Well, these are words that have the same ending sound. They are found at the end of lines in poems, right? Okay, so let's pay attention to this example. As you can see, we have to pay attention to the last word in each line, and we have art, heard, beat, and feet. As you can see, we have two words that rhymes, art, heard, and another two that is beat and feet. Okay, and with these rhymes, we can talk about the rhyme scheme in a poem. Okay, what is it? Well, it refers to the way the same ending sound is found in the line at the end of the lines in stanzas. Okay, example here we have art, which rhymes with heard, and we can say that this is the letter A. Okay, this is the rhyme letter A. Then we have the word beat, which does not rhyme with heard or art, so we can say that this one is the letter B. And then we have feet, which rhymes with feet. Beat. So for that reason is also called letter B. And here the rhyme scheme we can say that is A B B. Okay? Next element for poem is rhythm. Okay, what is rhythm? Well, the rhythm it refers to the beat and piece of a poem, the musical sound of a poem. We know that poems have these beautiful sounds when we are saying, right? And it is created by the patterns of stressed and unstressed syllables in a line or stanza. Let's pay attention to this example. As you can see, we have words in color yellow. If I had a cat who was so fat he could not sit as he did not fit. Okay, so these words that are in yellow color are the stressed words, which gives this musical part in the poem. Okay, the last element of a poem is called repetition. What is repetition? When it refers to words, phrases, or lines that are used more than one in a poem, and it is used to give emphasis. Let's pay attention to this example. We have the best kind of people are warm and kind. They are always there and they never mind. The best kind of people smile and embrace. They support you with strength and grace. As you can see, we have here two phrases that are repeated, the best kind of people, and two words, which are they, that also refers to the best kind of people. Okay, so this is called repetition. Okay, and well, as you have learned something new today, I want to ask you, are you ready to identify the elements in a poem?